Magandang araw po muli at tayo magpapatuloy sa ating pag-aaral sa ating lesson sa Mathematics 7 at akong muli po ang inyong guro si Teacher Yul. Okay, at tayo po ay nasa week 5 na po at ang ating topic po ay ang rational numbers. So, bago tayo magpatuloy doon ay tayo magkaroon ng short review. Atin natapos ang ating lesson about sa properties of integers. So, we have a lot of integers, no? And I hope na natatandaan nyo pa lahat ito. Okay, so ito po yung ating naging mga tanong sa ating properties of integers. Okay, so sagutin po natin ito. So we have 18. So we have 6 ang ating kulang, and this is a commutative property of equality. Let's see. P. Okay, CPE, commutative. And then negative 40 plus is equal to 0. So your answer is negative 40. So ang sagot mo po ay additive inverse property. Okay. Additive or addition property of equality. Okay. Additive. Additive, no? So number 3, we have 10 plus 3 plus 6. So what will be your answer? So we have 10 plus 3 plus 6. So that is about the associative. Okay? Associative property. Associate. And then we have negative 15 plus. So ang kulang natin ay 0. So that is negative 15. That is a zero property of addition. Okay. Then we have 42 plus 42. So yun ang kulang natin din. Okay, so yun ay yung identity of addition. Okay, isin pa rin ito. Identity of addition. So 0 ang kanyang identity. No? Number 6, we have negative 2. 5 plus 8. So we have distributive property. So 2 times 5, negative 10. Okay. So to simplify that, we have negative 10, then it becomes negative. So we have negative 26. Okay. And this distributive property. Okay. Distributive property. Okay. So we have 30 and equals 30. So that is 1. So identity of multiplication. No? Identity property of multiplication. So 30 times 1. The identity of 1. Okay. So number 8, we have 4 plus 6. I'm sorry. Okay. 4 times 6. So multiply by 2 equals 4. Okay, so this time we have 6 and so associative property of multiplication. Associative property of APM. And then we have number 9, we have 15 times 0. Okay. So that is the zero property of multiplication. That is zero property of multiplication, CBM. And then number 10 is 12 times negative 4. So that is 12. So we have for commutative property of multiplication. CPM. Commutative. Commutative property of multiplication. Okay, so now our lesson about the rational numbers. So we are going to study about um, the conversion of fraction to decimal form and decimal to fraction or vice versa. So we have the example here. So we have this, for instance, we have 0.5 to change the fraction right decimal number is as it is read. 0.5 is read as 5 tenths, hence in fraction it is 5/10, then reduced to lowest term. So yung katumbas na 0.5, ang katumbas na sa fraction is 5/10. Okay, so mamaya malalaman nyo kung paano natin malalaman yung fraction to decimal. Okay, so ito na yung isang example. So paano ba natin gawin na malaman na 5/10 o yung kanyang denominator is 10. Okay, so ayan, by powers of 10. Okay, so ayun, and then let us recall first review first the rational numbers. Okay, at I think talakay na ba natin ito? Okay. So ito yung talagang ano niya, pinaka-mother, the real numbers. No? Okay, then real numbers divided in two groups. Okay, we have the rational numbers and the irrational numbers. So ito yung ating tatalakayin talaga natin sa ating topic about the real numbers. So malaman nyo dun. But anyway, ay ginagamit na po natin ito because we are using the rational numbers. At ito po yung lahat ng part ng rational numbers. Okay, and then ito po yung irrational numbers. And remember, the rational numbers ay can be expressed as the quotient or fraction. Dapat naka-fraction siya, okay, of two integers. So and then don't forget the two parts of fraction. We have the numerator and denominator. Okay, at ang denominator niyo ay hindi dapat maging 0. Okay, hindi maging 0. Okay, this is the example of rational 1.5 equals 3/2 from decimal number to rational number. Okay, of fraction. Okay, and then sabi nga din yung quotient. Okay, quotient means that the answer in division. So tatandaan niyo po, dapat ma-express siya sa quotient. Okay, ito po, b is not equal to 0. So, yun. So, titignan niyo po, no? Yung rational numbers dapat naka-fraction form siya. Okay? At the same time, yung kaya siyang express yung sagot niya sa quotient. Okay? So, ayun. Bago tayo tumuloy, ay puntahan muna natin yung karagdagan na ating idea o information. So, ayun. How to use the place value. Malaga yan. So, remember the different place value, especially the decimal numbers. So, from here, no, mula sa decimal point, so we have tens, hundreds, and thousands. From decimal point naman, going to left, we have ones, tens, hundreds. So, magkakaiba po yan, no? So, mas maliit po dito, tens. So, how to use that? Kapag meron tayong example na 0.1, dapat ang iyong denominator is 10 o tens. Okay, 1/10. It means that ito ay para malaman mo yung katumbas ng fraction ay you are going to divide by 1/10. So 0.1. Next, 0.14. Okay? So you are going to divide by hundreds. Hundreds na siya. So, and then we have 145. 145. So, titignan nyo po, bibilan nyo. Tatlo na siya. That's why your denominator is thousands na. So, ganun na po kadali. So, your denominator is equal to 1,000 already. So, ganun po ang pag-apply ng o pag-convert ng decimal number to fraction. Okay? So, ito karagdagan din natin kalaman. So, we have the fraction and then we have the decimal number. Okay? Ayan. So, madali siyang tanda natin. So, 1/10. Madali ang mas madali yung fraction to decimal number. Kasi di-divide mo lang yun. Yung sa decimal to fraction, yun ang tatandaan nyo. Basta kapag ito, 0.1, ang kanang divisor or denominator is 10. Pag 0.04 na, 4 na siya. That's why, dalawa na hundreds na. Kaya by powers of 10. Okay, so dito, 0.05 na. So, thousands na siya. So, tatandaan niyo po yung place value. So, this is 5/1000. Okay. So, in our example, we have 2 tens. So, it means that, ang sagot po dito, we have 2 tens. So, that is that is 0. Ito na yung 0 and 2. And number 2, 3/5. 3/5. So 3/5. Then for number 3, 125 thousandths. So 125 thousandths. So 0, 1, 2, 5. So tens, hundreds, thousand, 125,000. Number 4, 1/4, 1/4, and 700ths. So that is 0.07. 700ths. Okay. So ayan, nalaman natin kung paano isulat ang decimal numbers. Okay. Same time yung place value. So ayan, just define additional information about rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers which can be written as a quotient of two integers a over b where b is not equal to 0. So remember na, ito na po yung talagang nasa module niyon. Okay, so ginapin natin ito para hindi masundan. Any rational number can be expressed in fraction form or decimal form. Converting fraction into decimal form is simply dividing the numerator by denominator. Okay? So, divide na lang natin yan. A decimal is expressed to fraction form by using its digit disregarding the decimal point as the numerator and selecting the correct answer. The correct power of 10 as the denominator. The fraction is then expressed in simplest form. So, after yan, sabi dun kapag may fraction na tayo, kailangan nyo paling i-simplify and find the lowest term. So, dito, it's all about the rational numbers, how to convert to fraction. So, simply to divide the fraction. Okay? Divide. So, lipat nyo, no? Change to division. 4 divided by 5. So, it cannot be divided. So, you are going to add 0. And then, after adding 0, dapat huwag kalimutan yung point, decimal point. Then, kapag nagsagot na tayo, dapat yung agad yung point para hindi kayo malito. Kasi pag hindi nilagay yan, Baka saan nyo may lagay pa yan. Magkakamali tayo. So now, adding 0. So, pwede na natin ma-divide yung 40 sa 5. But this time, it is already in decimal number. So, 40 divided by 5, that is 8. And then, we are going now to multiply your quotient, your number 8 to 5, that is 40. Okay, so that is now, okay, or these are, I'll change the sign, the subtraction. Okay, so that is the equivalent of fraction to decimal number. Okay, so ganun lang po kapag tayo mag-divide ng fraction, change to division. Okay, now we have the tawag dito ay ibabalik sa fraction. So ayun yung ating rules na sabi doon. So remember the place value. Okay, kung ano ba ang ating denominator, no? Yung ating power. Okay, so ito yung tens, kaya we are using the 10. Okay, 10 or tens rather. Okay, then after that we are going to change to lowest term. So that is common by 2. That's why it equals 2. 8 divided by 2 equals 4, and 10 divided by 5 equals 2. I'm sorry, 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Okay, so this is not the final answer. Okay. And if you want to check that, if you want by using the calculator, so you will get the correct answer. Okay, at meron naman tayo dito ay iba't ibang example na rational numbers. So, makikita niyo po dito, ayan yung mga equivalent niya sa the lowest term of the fraction. So, ika nga, sabi nga doon ay rational numbers ay expressed to fraction or yung kanyang sagot into quotient. Okay. So, pinapakita ko natin dito is about rational numbers. So, lahat ng po niya ay rational numbers. Okay, at the same time, yung kanyang lowest term. Okay, so let us now start in adding and subtracting the rational numbers. So, tatandaan nyo lang po yung kanyang same denominators and different denominators. Kapag same denominators, in addition and subtraction, mas madali lang. Ano po? Okay, so diretso lang kayo pag-add ng numerator. Same time, just copy the denominator. Okay, let us have our example. So, dito, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, and then just copy the denominator. So, that's 4. Okay, but in our case, that is improper because the numerator is greater than denominator. So remember that we have three types of fraction. We have proper. Ang proper po ay mas maliit. Ito, proper, maliit yung numerator sa denominator, and then improper, we have mas malaki yung numerator sa denominator, and the same time the mixed number. Ang mixed number pa may connection sa improper because if we are going to reduce the lowest term, ang proper ay maging mixed number. At the same time, vice versa, mixed number change to improper. So, if we are going to change to mixed number, we have, what we do is to divide only the 5/4. So, 5 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So, and then your remainder will be your numerator. So, that is your mixed number now. Then dito, apply the subtraction. So, the same denominator. So, diretso na ka na sa subtraction. So, simply 3 minus 2 equals 1, and then just copy the denominator. So, we don't have any lowest term. Okay, so that's now the final answer. And then we have the addition and subtraction of different denominators. So this medyo dagdag sa problema, no? So ito yan, different denominators or okay. So ayan. So ang gagawin niyo po dito ay yung different denominators, gagawin yung same denominators. Ano ba? Okay. So pagkatapos na naging same na, diretso na kayo ulit natin ginawa nung una. So yun muna ang unang isipin, gawing the same denominators. So following the formula. Okay. So proceed sa example tayo. So number 1, we have addition of different denominators. Sabi nga dun sa rule ay make it to the same denominators. Okay, so what we do? Get the LCD. LCD to get the same denominators or denominator rather. So ito nagkataon na wala sang LCD na because equal 1 to multiply by 5 times 3 equals 15. So diretso ka na. So yung ibang number hindi ganun. So wala nang ibang LCD dito, that is 15. So after that, getting the LCD, so 15 divided by 5, that is 3. Then 3 times 3, that is 9. Then 15 divided by 3, that is 5. Times 2, that is 10. So parang your LCD will be we are going to divide by the number itself. So magkakapalitan lang sila na 15 divided by 5, that is 3. 15 divided by 3, that is 5. So kasi nga, that is the product of those factors. And then reverse division. So ganun lang kadali yan. So after that, the same now the denominator. So we're gonna proceed directly to add the two numbers. 9 plus 10 plus 9. So this time, this is improper. So we are going to reduce to the lowest term, that is 19 divided by 15, that is 1, and 4 over 5. Okay, that is the mixed number of that improper fraction. So in subtraction, we have 2/3 minus 3/5. So get first the LCD. And obviously, the same naman doon. Yan, 5 over 5 and 3, that's 15. And after that, divide by the denominator. 15 divided by 3, okay, that's 5 times 2, that is 10, and then 15 divided by 5, that is 3 times 3, that is 9. Okay, so after that getting now, we have the same denominator, so subtract 10 minus 9, that is 1. Okay, 1 over 15 is the final answer, and this is already in the lowest term. Okay, so the same lang naman ito, no? Dagdag na lang yan. Okay, so we have an example at ito po ay from Euro module, no? So para lang yan, karagdagang kalaman lang yan, no? Kung paano i-apply yung addition of or addition and subtraction of the same denominators or similar fraction. Okay, karagdagan yan, no? Dagdag niyo po, isang tawag doon sa the same denominators is similar fraction, same denominators. So, sundan nyo lang po lahat ito. Okay, and then you can understand how to add the fraction with same denominators, or in short, that is similar fraction. Okay, so next we have the similar fraction. The similar. Okay, the similar fractions or these different denominators. So, kaya yung ginawa natin ay magkapara sila. So, just follow the steps. Okay? Then, you can understand about it.